Hello, I'm Paul Pluta, the method actor who plays Archie Luxury. Welcome to the Paul Pluta channel. Please remember, like, subscribe, and tell your fuckhead friends. Remember, telling your fuckhead friends about my channel means I can get more traffic. More traffic, I get more viewers. More viewers, I get more Google ads. More Google ads means I can stay full-time churning out content. It also means I can do more paid reviews. I need the bucks, fuckers. Remember, you can like, subscribe, and tell your friends, but you can also get paid reviews, $20. Fridge sponsorship is available very cheaply, and you can also sponsor me on Patreon, fuckers. Now, today I'm doing a email for Bob. Thanks, Arch. Thanks, Arch. I have a new video request for you. Can you do a how-to video on acquiring the Archie Luxury Reverso? Basically, I want to buy a Jaeger LeCoultre Reverso Grand Date exactly like the one you have. I will be looking on Chrono24 to find one, to find the one I want to buy. Can you provide advice on what to look for and what to watch out for, both in terms of the watch, exterior, interior box, and exhaustive paperwork, which it should come with, and in terms of the dealer? Ideally, you can also give a US dollar reasonable price indication. We'll pay you $50 US. More video requests coming around Christmas time. Thanks, Bob. Thank you, Bob. Okay, very good question. And this is an interesting thing because the Jaeger LeCoultre Reverso Grand Date, I was mesmerized when I saw it. I'm like Ray Kroc when he saw his first McDonald's. I was mesmerized. Just fucking beautiful. It was just so different to a lot of poofy, small Jaeger LeCoultres of past. It was big and macho, and it was tough. And I remember I said to Fred worked at Brisbane Vintage Watches. I said, Fred, I want it. I said to him, Fred, I'll give you $1,000 more. $1,000 more than you paid for it. He rang me the next day. I got a cash advance on the credit card. That's right, cash advance. Sometimes you gotta act fast, fuckers. Now, what have I learned from owning it? Okay, let's have a look there. What to look for? Okay, it's a great watch. I love it. I love it. I love it. Look, it's an interesting watch because it's also, I've been told it's not flavor of the month anymore. Apparently the ultra thin Jaeger LeCoultres are flavor of the month. So it's quite an interesting thing. It's quite interesting what's happened there. So my first bit of advice to you would be to have a look around the dealers. Now, the Jaeger LeCoultre Reverso Grand Date, quite a popular model, but you'd have to look around a bit. I think the steel on the leather strap, schmicko. Remember the leather straps? They're fucking expensive, and I've tried generic straps, but nothing fits it like an original. So those original straps from Jaeger LeCoultre are fucking expensive. You want to make sure. So you got to when you're buying it, okay, leather straps. Hopefully it comes, even if it's a knackered original, it's better than a non-knackered non-original. My best advice to you is you want to make sure it's working fine. You want to, the big thing about this watch is the steel Jaeger LeCoultre uses, it's fucking soft. It's not like Rolex steel. The size, the dimension, it's a rectangular shape. It's highly polished surfaces. Fucking scratch magnet, dint magnet. It's like no other watch you've owned. It fucking attracts trouble. It's like a sailor in a whorehouse. It just gets into trouble. Best advice I can give you is box papers and that. I don't ever believe papers prove anything. You know, what do papers prove? Well, it's nice when it's all matching. It's like buying a Mercedes-Benz secondhand that's gone to a Mercedes-Benz dealer for all its services, one owner, all logbook history. It's just pops. But sometimes you can't be so picky. You want to buy a pagoda? We can't fucking get that, can we? No. So, condition of the watch, man. It depends on the condition. You want to make sure it's all working. They can be fairly expensive to service. Sometimes, you know, with Jaeger LeCoultre, they don't sell parts to independent watchmakers. No. to, you could be up for quite an expensive service. You could be up for quite an expensive fucking service. So, do remember that. Do remember the fact that they will fucking nail you. They will fucking nail you. Fucking dear. They can be absolute cunters like that. But, it's an 8-day power reserve. So that's quite a complicated watch. 2-disc date, sub-seconds, power reserve. It's you wouldn't want to give it to an amateur watchmaker. If you're going to use an independent, you want to use someone who kind of knows what they're doing. Okay, that's putting it kind of. You want someone who kind of knows what they're doing there. The other thing is, the prices. I had a client who actually bought one and he wanted to sell it due to financial reasons, and they really lowballed him, really lowballed him, and so buying at certain times. Some people think they're not popular. I think they're the most beautiful watch. Fuck fashion. I hate fashion. Anything that's fashionable sucks, in my opinion. What are they going for? They also did them in yellow gold. Yellow gold. I for some reason I believe they were the watch in Thomas Crown Affair with Pierce Brosnan. I think he had a Reverso Grand Date. I think he did. What are they going for? Okay, so best price guide in the industry is Chrono 24. Chrono 24. So let's go and have a look now. Let's have a look at Chrono 24. What are they going for? The cheapest I can see one on Chrono 24. There's an Italian dealer who's got one for $6.5. $6.5 US fuckaroonies. German dealers just under $7. There's quite a few of these around here. So I think around the $7 US mark there. There's not hundreds of them. They're a little bit scarce on the ground there, but I would say $6.5 to $8,000 US will get you one. My advice is, if you're going to deal with a dealer on Chrono 24, you want to deal with a dealer. Sometimes there's private sellers. You've got to be a little bit careful. I'd much rather deal with a dealer who speaks your language. Like if you're in America, I don't really want to deal with an Italian because he doesn't speak the language and there's misunderstandings and it's a fuck up. You want to speak to someone who speaks your language, an English dealer or preferably another American dealer. Then you're not going to have some fucking fuck up with FedEx and fuck up with, every cunt. You could also get it on a bracelet, a steel bracelet. I kind of prefer it on the leather strap. Mind you, the steel bracelet one, you can take the bracelet off and put on a leather strap. But I kind of prefer I think a Reverso should be steel, manual wind, and on a leather strap. That's just my opinion. Beautiful deployment buckle it's got there. So, advice. So, okay. So, advice on it. Chrono 24 may be your place to go there. Okay, let's look a bit more closer into that. Look, the watch itself, you just want to make sure it works. Just wind it around 24 hours to see that the date changes, and that's what you want to check. The other thing is too, with Jaeger-LeCoultres, they're very delicate. They're like Rolex, you can be pretty dumb and stupid with, but Jaeger-LeCoultre, if you change the date when certain time, like say you changed it at midnight, you can fuck up the cogs in it. Okay, it's like Patek as well. You can, and Vash, all these high-end haute horology brands, they're not as robust as Rolex, which will forgive stupidity. So that could be a very expensive Jaeger-LeCoultre repair. So be careful with these things. These are a piece of art there. What to look for? What to look for in terms of the watch, the exterior? Look, you want them, scratches is the big problem. You don't want something over polished. Scratching, they are a bitch. They're an absolute bitch. Look, the box, my one, I'll put a link to the video when I did a box and watch review not so long ago, so you can have a look at it. It came in a blue box. The box, my one's early 2000s, and the box is starting to go downhill. The leather's starting, I don't know if it's leather or leatherette, you know, it's the blue's starting to go a bit icky. I mean, I store it in a fucking dry, cool place. I mean, fuck. The boxes go a bit funny. It's got some nice cloths in it, and it's quite, if you can get it with the box, it's cool. You can buy, I have seen the odd box on eBay, so it's not the end of the world. The paperwork, it's got a manual, and it's got it. Look, I papers, I mean, it's like anything. Yes, I love getting papers with a watch. Yes, I do. Would I pay a fuckload more for having papers? Not really. No, I don't think it proves anything. I think it's a great watch. It's probably the most perfect dress watch, because it was a sports watch. The Reverso came out in the 1930s, 1931, for pompous British officers who wanted to play polo in India, and India was a colony. The British Empire, fuckers. Cheerio, tally ho, fuckers. And it was a sports watch. Then it was quite unpopular. The rectangular shape was unpopular for a long time after the World War II, and it had a resurgence. It's fucking cool. The Reverso Grande, it's a bigger size. They re-engineered the sizing, kept the proportions, but they kept the golden ratio, that Greek golden ratio of side to top, you know. Very cool shit. I think it's one of the most beautiful watches of all time. It's the reason I sold my Patek Philippe Calatrava. I mean, I loved my Patek. I loved it to death. But I said to myself, you know, I got my Reverso. That kind of comforted me when I sold my my Patek 5107 Calatrava. Steel. It's just, I love steel on the Reverso. I really do love steel. Very fairly priced. I mean, that's not ridiculous money. You'd pay that for a Submariner, a used Submariner. And it's a horology piece. Patek quality at a Rolex price. Okay, I know it's not a precious metal, the steel one. But so fucking what? It's a cool watch. It's just cool. Cool. So my opinion on it, I love them. I think they're amazing. Okay, that's my own view. I think they're fucking worth every fucking cent on it. Mine originally came on a brown croc strap. I changed it to, I got a new strap. I hunted around eBay, bought a Jaeger-LeCoultre new old stock alligator. I think the black alligator makes it a little bit more formal, whereas the brown a little bit more casual. What can I say? It just fucking, I love their watch. I love it. I got to send mine in for a service soon. I'm going to use an independent. I don't really want to get a third and fourth arsehole from Jaeger-LeCoultre. That's what pisses me off with these watches. The cunts are trying to kill off the independent service business. Real fucking cunts they are. They won't supply parts and that there. I love my Jaeger-LeCoultre Reverso. I really do. I love it. Absolutely love the watch. Love it to death. It is delicate. It's not as robust as a Rolex. Not waterproof by any means. Don't fucking take that bitch near the pool. You'll be fucking, you'll fuck it up. It's definitely not waterproof. Best advice to look for. It's mainly, the biggest problem is scratches and dents, because the metal, it's not Rolex steel. It's not surgical stainless steel. It's quite soft. As far as the watch goes, I think it's one of the most beautiful watches of all times. The other one I love from Jaeger is the Tribute to 1931, just simple minute, hour Reverso. Just, that's schmicko. I actually had the two at one stage, and I didn't know which one to get rid of. I kept the Reverso Grande because I had an engraving on it. If it didn't have the engraving, I don't know which one I would have kept, because they're both sexy in my opinion. But it's a watch you will love forever. Get it, cherish it, don't fucking sell it. Don't fucking ever sell it. It is just cool. I mean, it's cool in the way that, I mean, Rolex is just, there's too many fucking Rolexes around, okay? Every cunt's got a Rolex. Breitling is for chavs and spics. You know, spivs. Sorry, no racial slurs here. Spivs. I love Latinos, by the way. I love Latinos. No, sorry, just spivs. I was just the top of my... I don't have a script, fuckers. I don't have a script. I'm just talking from the top of my fucking head. Out of my ass I'm talking from. I love Latinos. What can I say about it? I mean, it's haute horology at a reasonable price. Rolex is too common. Mind you, I could have bought a two-tone bluesy for the same time and, you know, that would have been a better investment, but it's not about the investment. It's about what do you enjoy, what do you love. It's a really cool watch because Jaeger-LeCoultre is not known like Rolex or Patek. It's kind of, you know, it's an enthusiast brand. That's what it is, enthusiast. And I love it. I love it to death. You won't regret it, Bob. Bob, get it! I'm Archibald Chesterfield III. Tell me what you miserable, nasty, brown vinyl cunters think of that! Stop it! Stop it! Stop it! Stop it! Stop it!
We specialize in the repair of Rolex and Patek Philippe watches. We've been doing the same thing for more than 25 years. We have Rolex technicians certified by Rolex who actually used to work for the company for many years, like if we're doing the work on the factory. We completely disassemble the watch and we put it to work like brand new condition. When you get a pre-owned watch, it's like if you're getting a brand new unit. The only difference is the money.